welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for you which is part of a series. So I'm going to film my eye palette collection for you. The collection is over 100 palettes, so I'm going to try and get through it as fast as possible, but if it gets too long I'll break this video into two parts and then the others should be fine. I'm going to break down each palette, tell you where I bought it, if it's still available, and I will have swatches inserted on the screen so you guys can see what it looks like on camera and in a swatch with flash and all that stuff. Also, I'm not filming my face because if you follow me on Twitter you know that my dog knocked out my tooth. So I don't want to film like that, and as soon as it gets fixed, which will be soon, I will be back on camera as soon as possible. I'm sorry about these scratches on my hand. We have a feral cat in the yard and I was trying to give him some medicine and he did not like that, so he let me have it. But hopefully he can get past that, and let's get into the video. The first palette I have for you is the Sephora Color Wonderland palette. I'll try and block these mirrors out as best I can so you get blinded by the lights. It's a 78 shadow palette. Comes with two eyeliners and a double-ended brush. I paid $59 for it. It was limited edition. It is a $225 value. I checked on eBay and it is available there for 80 bucks. So maybe you guys, if you're interested, could find it somewhere else. I have to say I do like the palette. It works well. It's Sephora Pro eyeshadows are really good shadows. It's just a bit bulky and I have a lot of things that I grab more, so I don't use it that often. But it is not a bad palette by any means. The next palette I have for you is the Sephora Pro palette. These palettes just came out. This is the editorial palette. I got this one because I am a sucker for bright colors and I wanted to see if they were any good. And I always find that if you can get a great neon colored shadow from a brand, usually their regular shadows are incredible. So I always judge by testing out the harder shades there are to make, and that usually gives me a good look into if they're good or not. So when I bought this, the first one I swatched was this one, and I mean, this palette is amazing. Definitely worth the money. If you're interested, they have a lot of other palettes. These were $69. They have a lot of other palettes, warm toned and foils and all different kinds to choose from. I would say this is totally worth it. Great palette, good quality, travel friendly. The mirror is beautiful, clear, big, great buy. Definitely, if you're interested in these and weren't sure, I say it is a go. The next one is the Urban Decay Naked palette, the Naked Heat palette. As always, packaging is stunning. And this palette I purchased at urbandecay.com. I purchased it for $54. It comes with a brush. Sorry about the mirrors. These are the shades. They are beautiful. Perfect for fall. You can create a ton of looks. They give you the light shades for your brow bone and transition shades, foils, dark mattes. Beautiful warm palette. Definitely a recommended palette from me. The next one I have for you is the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. This palette was limited edition. It has 21 shades. It comes with a double-ended brush. I found it for you guys on Amazon. It's available there for $62.99. I originally paid $54 for it at Urban Decay. It is no longer available at Sephora or Ulta. It comes with a brush. It is still available on Amazon if you want to check that out. The next palette in my collection is the Urban Decay Moondust palette. This palette is fantastic if you are looking for a little glittery palette, something where you can just have a few glitters in your collection. I paid $49 for this at urbandecay.com. It has 8 shades. It's still available at Sephora, Ulta, and Urban Decay. It is a very finely milled glitter. I like to use this with a glitter glue as a topper, or a base, like on top of a base. So I'll put a black base down and then put this over it for a little shimmer. I don't use these alone ever. It's more like a loose glitter if you do it alone. So you want to put this over a shadow look or a base, and they're beautiful. Definitely recommend. Great palette. And the packaging, again, is stunning. The next palette I have is the Gwen Stefani collab with Urban Decay. I love her packaging. It is a palette perfect for every day. When she did this collab, she had said that she wanted a palette that would be her everyday go-to palette. These are the shades that she goes to every day. And it was $49 when I purchased it. I got it at Ulta in-store. It's not available on Ulta, Urban Decay, or Sephora anymore, but I did find it available at Poshmark and Amazon for $39. So if you're interested in a neutral palette with some mattes, some shimmers that you can create everyday looks, this is your guy. It has a black, it has a bone color, it's got some shimmers, a pink, a blue. Really, really great palette, and the packaging is beautiful. Next up, and I love the packaging on this one, is the Urban Decay Afterdark palette. And that is what the palette looks like. It has 10 shades, 7 new shades, and 3 of the cult faves. They're all jewel toned, and they are stunning. It is all duochrome, so there's no mattes at all in here, but yet it is still a great palette. It is actually on sale right now if you're interested for $39 at urbandecay.com, and it's no longer available at Ulta or Sephora. So if you want this, it's on sale right now for $39. At least it was when I checked 2 days ago. Today is Halloween, so it was on sale at Urban Decay on Saturday. The next palette I have for you is the Urban Decay Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. I don't even like this palette. I don't like the shades in it. It's nothing I would gravitate towards. But I am a sucker, and I had to get it because of the packaging. It is my daughter's favorite movie. It's a limited edition anyway. It's not available anywhere that I could find it. It was $65 when I purchased it. I did find it on eBay for $80, Mercari for $65, and Amazon for $99. If you're interested and you must have it, the packaging is really so cute. It has a little butterfly pop-up, and then here's your palette. I never use it. I literally swatched it once, and that's been it. The brushes that come with Urban Decay palettes are really pretty decent too. Same with the ABH palettes. I love their brushes, but I'll show you the swatches. They'll be up on the screen, and this is what it looks like. I would think that if you're a collector, you want this. If you're looking for makeup to wear every day, this is not going to be for you. Next up, we have the Urban Decay Vice palette, which was also limited edition. I paid $49 for it. It is not available anywhere as far as Sephora Ulta goes. I did find it for $100 on eBay, $70 on Poshmark. But there are some really beautiful shades in here. This pink one is beautiful. I've used this when I first got it. I used it a lot, and now I just don't use it at all anymore. It is a really cool palette to have. I love the packaging, the neon green. It was so different. I had to take all these brushes out of these palettes and start using them, actually, now that I'm looking at them. But this is a really cool palette. If you're a collector, this is something you want in your collection. Very cool to see all the different packaging that Urban Decay has used through the years. They just get better and better and better. And the next palette I have is the next one they came out after the green one, is the Urban Decay Vice Limited Reloaded 2. And this is what this guy looks like. Same thing as the green palette. I love the shades in here. I've used it a few times. I just don't gravitate to use it because I'm the type of person that will go for either my Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette, or I'll go grab my my single pans when I do looks, unless I'm filming something specific. It's not available at Urban Decay. It's limited edition, has 20 shades. I did find it at Amazon for $75 new. So if you're interested, I did find it there. You could probably find it elsewhere. I just looked up a few spots to give you guys a heads up if you're interested. The next palette is my all-time favorite Urban Decay palette. If you don't have this and you want some neons in your collection, get it. These shades are the most different. I know they're just neons, right? But these neons are not in any other palette. Like even this lime green, I have this lime green in other palettes, but this one has like a satin finish to it. It's beautiful. This one here is just, I mean, it's insane. The colors are insane. If you're looking for a little palette with just some pops of color to keep on hand, this is your guy. It performs. The colors are unique. I just love this palette so much. Let me see how much this one was. This was $40, I believe, but I did find it available at $41.50 at Amazon if you're interested. It's not available at Urban Decay or Sephora, but it's 10 shades, 9 neon, and this one's like a glitter, which I actually never use. I hate this one. It's weird. It doesn't, just so you can see, it does nothing. But it doesn't even matter because the colors that are in here are worth it. And that is the Urban Decay Electric palette. Off my hand. Okay, so the Beauty Treats palettes were 2 for $10.27, $4.99 each. They have 12 shades. So this first one that I'm going to show you will be the smoky one. Okay, they're hard to open. You'll see by the swatches what I mean. This is what the smoky one looks like. And then we have the nudes. That is what the nudes look like. This is the Modern Matte. And the Modern Matte comes as a set also in 2s. And this is the second Modern Matte. And then there is this big guy. This is 24 mattes. And this one here is weird. It's like hit or miss. Some of them are really nice, and then some of them suck. So it's just for 11 bucks. This one was $11 by itself. If you go to Ulta right now, they have the NYX in the Element palettes. I just bought the Fire one. I paid $30 for mine, but they're on sale right now for $15. So if you're going to buy this for $11, don't buy it and go get the NYX in the Element for $15 on sale at Ulta because it blows this away. This one is their glitter palette, which is the biggest joke. It looked so pretty in the packaging, and it's literally Vaseline with glitter on top. This is the biggest. I mean, it's only $2, but what a waste. You'll see by the swatches over here how disgusting this palette is. It's going in the garbage right now, but I just kept it so I could show you. Do not buy that. They came out with a Shade and Light dupe, and this isn't bad. So I don't understand why this formula is different than the others, because this is also by Beauty Treats. The 4 creams suck. I wouldn't use them anyway, but these are worth it. And this was $12.50 and it's still up for sale on Amazon for $12.50. It's a great palette. It's not bad at all. So if you're looking for a good Kat Von D Shade and Light dupe, this is your guy. I was pretty impressed with this one. I don't know why it's so different from the others. It's weird. And then now I am going to give you guys my NYX collection. The first one I have is the one I was just talking about. The NYX in the Element palette. I paid $30 for it, but it's on sale right now at Ulta. This is the Fire one. If I can open these. This is Fire. Like I said, it's $30 regularly. It's on sale right now at Ulta for $14.99. If you buy from the NYX website, it's $30 there, so I don't suggest you get this guy from there. And you can see from the swatches how pretty this is. It's a really nice palette. The next palette I have from NYX is the Avant Pop palette. This is actually on sale right now. This palette's name is Art Throb, and it's on sale for $11.99 on the NYX website. I paid original price at Ulta.com for $17.99. It's a 10 shade mix of mattes and shimmers. And oh, this green is my favorite in the palette. I use this one a lot. It's so nice. It's so smooth. It's a beautiful palette. These guys are pretty good too. So I would skip on those Beauty Treat palettes even though they're so affordable. It's not worth it if you can't get it to work, you know. So this is a good palette as well. The next one I have up for you is the NYX Ultimate Brights. If you're looking for a bright palette, this is also a good choice. This was $17.99. and it's also available at I got it for $17.99 at Ulta, but it is for sale on NYX website as well for $17.99 also. This is a great neon bright palette. They work really nicely. I use this. I actually don't use this anymore, only because I got a different palette, and I'll show you later the one I got instead of this. But by any means, this is a great palette. This is a good brights to have on deck. The next palette I have for you is the Tarte Showstopper. And that looks like this. I just love the smell of these palettes. I can sit here and sniff these palettes all day. So the Tarte Showstopper is not available at Sephora or Ulta anymore. The face powders are fantastic. This is a really pretty bronzer. It's a great little highlight. And this is a great bridal palette. I did find it available at Amazon for $61. For that price, I don't suggest it. You can get something so much nicer for that in that price range that has more from Tarte. But these shadows perform 10 out of 10. I really like Tarte shadows, and I like this blush a lot too. This is the Showstopper. Coming up next, we have my favorite Tarte palette, and this is the Tarteist Pro palette. It is still available at Sephora.com. It was $53. I beat the shit out of my makeup, guys, so sorry, but I use this one quite a bit. It's $53 at Sephora. It's still available. It's also $53 at Ulta and $53 at Tarte.com. It has 20 shades, 16 matte and 4 metallic. The smell is just incredible. If you have Tarte shadows, you know what I'm talking about. But this palette does the job for anything you need to do. It has a black, it has a white, it has a bone, it has matte, it has these foils that are really beautiful. If you want one good palette to travel with, I would suggest this big time. For 50 bucks, it's well worth it, and you're getting excellent quality shadows. Packaging is nice. It's got the gold on the back. This is a good one. Next up, I have the Tartelette in Bloom. I feel the same way about this palette that I do the Tarte Pro palette. A good bridal palette. It has your white, it has your dark, it has your bone, same thing, some shimmers, some mattes, creamy as hell, nice packaging, very pretty. It's beautiful. And this is not limited edition. This is a standard staple in their collection. This one was $46 at Tarte.com. It's still available. It is also available at Sephora and Ulta for $46 as well. The next palette is also from Tarte. This is the Rainforest of the Sea palette. It is volume 2. I didn't buy this myself. I can't open the box, sorry. This came in a boxy subscription a month ago, 2 months ago. But the packaging is so damn pretty, and it is for sale on Tarte's website for $27 right now, but the original price was $36. So you have some mattes and shimmers, beautiful mirror, a very good everyday palette. This is a good one if you want to pick up another Tarte palette. It's weird, but this one doesn't smell. I don't know why, but it doesn't have any smell at all. And like I said, I got this at BoxyCharm, in my BoxyCharm subscription, but it is still available on Tarte's website. Sephora's website has it for $36, but like I said, go to Tarte if you're interested because it's on sale for $27, and Ulta does not have it. That is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, Volume 2. Alright guys, next up we have the infamous Morphe. Let's see, we have the 35N. These were my first palettes that I bought from Morphe to try. As you can see, this happens every time. The pans fall out of the damn slots. The glue sucks. The palette sucks. Now, I will say this. This palette, yes, it sucks for the most part because of two things. Not all the shadows are good. Not bad, right? Nothing. I mean, I'm digging. Nothing. So I don't understand that. And some of the mattes are decent, not bad. But there's 50, there's 30 shades, 35 shades, and you have 20 that are the same shade basically. A little tinge lighter, a little tinge darker. It's just stupid. I wish it was all, like, I will say Jacqueline's palette at least has a lot of variety. This, no. So what I think I'm going to do after this video is I have this little depotting tool, and I'm going to depot the ones in here that I actually like, that perform, because not all of them perform, as you can see, and make a Z palette type deal out of some of these and just use them up, because it's a shame to throw them out. Some of them do work. Some of them are real nice, but no, I just know. It is available at Morphe for $23. It's 35 matte shades, and like I said, it's too little pigment, too many similar shades. Just no. That's the 35N, and then I have the 35S, which is not available at Morphe anymore. And again, these things don't stay in. This one's a little better because there's more variety of color, but I literally dug this. I mean, I wish you could see how hard I'm doing this. I had black on that finger, watch. Look. This is such shit that people pay for this. Don't buy these palettes, guys. They're just not worth it. I know they're affordable, but I can show you much more affordable shadows that work. I will say, what's the problem? If you can do that with that shade, why is it so difficult to have a decent black in here? And there's 3 blacks. There's this one, and this one. And they all suck. They suck. I'm amazed that people stand for this brand as much as they do back then. I will say I do have some newer Morphe palettes that don't perform like this. They perform. Hey guys, so sorry my camera shut off. The next 3 palettes didn't film, and I didn't realize it. So they are 3 palettes from Morphe, the first one being the Kathleen Lights Morphe collab. This is what I meant when I was saying that the formula has changed in some of their collabs and their newer products. So the Kathleen Lights collab is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I use it a lot. The formula is absolutely perfect. It's not for sale on Morphe's site anymore, but it is for sale on eBay and Amazon for a little bit of a higher price, but I do think it's worth it. The next 2 palettes are the 25A and 25B palettes. They are the Copper Spice and Bronze palette. They are also a great formula, nothing like the 35 pan palettes that I showed you. You can buy them on sale at Morphe for $18.99 each, or you can buy them in a bundle for $34. I suggest them as well. They are worth the money. They perform beautifully, and they are great for everyday palettes if you like warm tones. Let's get back into the video, starting with Jacqueline's collab with Morphe, and I'm really sorry again that that happened. Next up, I have the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collab. This is I beat the crap out of my palettes, so I'm sorry. But I filmed a few videos with this thing, so I beat the shit out of it. This is $38. I believe it's available now at Ulta as well in new packaging. Packaging comes with a glossy finish, and the back will have all the names on it as well. God, I have so many different opinions on this palette. Is it worth $38? Yeah, it is. It's not a bad price for the amount of shades that you're getting. It's not a bad price for the quality of the shades that you're getting and the shade selection. This is a great palette for Christmas. For a teenager, someone that loves makeup, loves Jaclyn, great Christmas present. If I didn't have what I had, I would not have purchased this myself. Like, considering what I have in my collection, I wouldn't look at this and go, oh, I have to have it. It's got stuff in it that I don't have, that I've never used. Nope, I was able to dupe this palette so easily with just what I had from Makeup Geek. So with that in mind, if you're buying it for someone who doesn't have a big variety or is just getting into makeup, this palette's bomb. There's nothing really wrong with it. I actually happen to like it, and it performs well. Are there a few shades in here that I don't like that perform crappy? Yeah, but I do get that with a lot of palettes I buy. So I'm not mad at it. It's just, I guess Morphe has a bad taste in my mouth too, and so does she. So that doesn't help either. But if I'm being honest, it's not a horrible palette. Too Faced, another brand I'm pissed off at. And we have the Peach palette. Sorry. I got mine at Ulta for $49. It has 18 shades. It's still available. It's a permanent product in their line. It's available at Ulta, Too Faced, and Sephora, all for $49 as well. Very pretty. Shades are nice. You can complete different looks. I cannot stand the smell of this palette. I don't know what it is. It's super, super strong. Peach doesn't normally bother me. For some reason, it's like a chemical, like it's a synthetic peachy smell, and I hate it. I never even use it because I don't like the smell. But I will say the quality is great. The color selection is very, very pretty. I just can't stand the smell. The chocolate bars, I love. They're some of my favorite palettes. They have that their regular smell of the, I guess it's like a vanilla smell, which I love. It's the same as the one like Tarte uses. Doesn't bother me. For some reason, this one, I just can't stand it. It's so strong. I don't know. But it's not a bad palette. If you can get past the smell, it's worth the money. It's not bad. Now, with that being said, I am pissed off at Too Faced because when I started to do some research for this video and put everything together, I realized, I mean, I had a feeling a while back that this was happening, but I'm a sucker and I'm stupid and I have to buy everything that comes out. They're just recycling their shit over and over, and it's really pissing me off. And I think I'm going to do a video on it. I'm going to get all my Too Faced stuff together. My daughter has my chocolate bar palettes, so you won't see them. I do have all three of them, semi-sweet, the milk, and the bonbon. I have them all. It's just she has them with her, so I don't have them. But this is the peanut butter and jelly palette. I got it at Ulta for $36. It's available at Too Faced for $32.40 on sale right now. It has 9 shades, and it is infused with a peanut butter and honey smell. This is not worth $36. This is not worth the $32 that it is on sale. It's cute. The smell doesn't really smell like peanut butter or honey to me at all. It doesn't smell bad. I just don't know what it smells like. The shades, the pans are so tiny. It's just a lot of money for what you're getting. I think it's the packaging and all the fun Too Faced, the little themes that they come up with. Of course, I had to have it, but no, this is not worth it. They perform fine, but not worth it. And with that being said, same goes for these two, which are the white chocolate chip and the chocolate chip palettes. Another waste. Stupid on my part. Now, granted, there's 11 shades in these things, but they're $26. Okay? That is not worth $26. They're so tiny. I mean, look at the tip of my fingernail compared to these things. They're really, really little. The shades are, again, beautiful formula. Too Faced makes a nice shadow. They're all mattes in this in the chocolate chip. They're all mattes. You have the big bone colored brow bone highlight, and I mean, it's not horrible, but I should never have paid $26 for these. They do smell amazing, though. They smell like the chocolate bar palettes. Same thing with the white chocolate chip. It's still available at Ulta and Too Faced. I got mine at Too Faced for $26. And it has the regular scent. Now this one, as soon as you touch it, it breaks all over the place. It's more like a stiff foil compared to a shimmer. More like a pressed glitter, I would say. It's chunky, it's messy, it's not a smooth shade. It leaves little glitter specks. I liked the color, and I used it, and I didn't like it. But guys, for $26, no, not worth it. Another $10 you can get the Jaclyn Hill palette, for that matter. So that's those. The next one I have for you is the Too Faced Candy Johnson collection. And this is the palette that made me get annoyed when I opened this, because I was like, I just literally bought the same damn palette I have 50 times. It's cute. The package, Too Faced suckers me in with their packaging. They do it like a little chocolate package of assorted chocolates. It's really cute. It's got this little sticker to open it. It's funny because it's in this giant thick tin with a ton of wasted space. I mean, this is all beveled and beveled out, and it's just like a giant chunky palette. I did like how it has the little wax thing in like an assorted chocolate thing. But when I opened this, I was like, you've got to be kidding. I literally have these shades in all their other palettes. I mean, hence I did buy it to dupe it. I bought it to compare it in a video. I bought it for this video. I bought it because people wanted to see if it was any good or not. And this is what I got. I mean, I don't know. Too Faced is really aggravating me because I have this palette. I guarantee you I could pop shades out of all their other palettes and make this palette. So I'm going to do a video on it and break it down and see what's going on, because I feel like we're all getting gooped the house on this crap. It looks like a nice palette. I haven't used it. I swatched it and it swatched nice. I don't mind Too Faced shadows. I don't think the quality of their shadows have changed. I just think they're recycling the shit out of everything, and you're buying the same shit over and over because it comes in a cute package, or they slap an influencer's name on it, or it's a Christmas collection. And that being said, next we have the Nikkie Tutorials Too Faced Power of Makeup collab. I'm not even going to get into how shitty this palette is. There's no need to be rude. It's shitty. Simple as that. It's not pigmented. I don't know what they did to this palette. But the funny thing is, I have last year's Christmas collection. That shade's in it. That shade's in it. This shade's in it. These two are in it. The black, of course. The white. This is such a joke to me. I don't think she worked on a single one of these damn shades. I think she came up with some new names and slapped it on and put a little package together for $65 that came with a damn glitter and a purple mascara. Biggest waste of money out of all my palettes, probably. But stay tuned for that next video, because I'm aggravated about that. And this is not available. I'm sure you could get it if you're a huge Nikkie fan and you missed out on it. You could probably get it at eBay. But I didn't even bother looking because I don't recommend the palette. The palette's not a good palette. Juvia's Place, we have the Saharan palette. I paid $30 for this palette. It is now on sale on Juvia's Place. The only place that carries Juvia's Place is Juvia's Place. So this is on sale on their website for $19.99. It's 4 matte and 8 satin shimmer shades. My favorite shade in this palette is this guy. I've never used it, but I just love swatching it, and you'll see why. It's the sickest coral color ever. I can't decide what I want to do with it in a look ever. I always pick it out to try and use it, and then I put it away because it's ridiculous. But I just love swatching it. I don't know why. And their shadows are really, really nice. Although I heard some nasty stuff going on about them too now lately, where they did something really, really shitty to Temptalia. So I might be pretty sure I'll be writing them off too now. So this is the Juvia Place Saharan palette. Next up, I have the Juvia's Place Nubian palette. This guy, I dropped it and broke this shade. It's a neutral, it's a little bit darker than this one. This is the Nubian. I paid $28. It is on sale now at Juvia's Place for $23.50. It also has 12 shades for matte 8 shimmer. Nikkie Tutorials raves about this palette for a long time. This is a palette that she used constantly and talked about it. And I can see why. The quality of the shadows are beautiful. It's worth every penny. It's a good everyday palette. You can do a nice glam with this, glam look with this. It's a good product, good palette. This first palette from them, the Masquerade palette, also comes in a mini now. Alright, so keep that in mind. That's pretty cool, I think. So this is the Masquerade palette. This comes in a miniature version as well. I paid $28.99 for this palette. The pans are really, really big. They're the same as Makeup Forever. The mini is available for $25, and it has 16 shades, 5 matte, 11 metallic shimmer. I will show you how nice their matte is, their matte formula. I mean, I dug into there, sorry. I always forget that you don't really need to dig into Juvia's Place shadows. And just this one I actually duped with Jacqueline's purple in her Morphe collab. I mean, I could swatch Juvia's Place shadows all day. So this is the Masquerade palette, and it is really, really beautiful. Next up, we have the Juvia's Place Zulu palette. This is a smaller palette. I paid $21 for this. This is on sale right now for $18.50. It has 9 shades. 6 are matte, 3 are metallic, and it's another creamy, beautiful palette. This one I used to dupe Jacqueline's pool party in her Morphe collab, and you can't deny that swatch. Even this is such a hard shade in a matte formula to get. I mean, they do their shit right, guys. They do. I just wish their customer service and their ethics weren't so shitty. But this is the Zulu palette. We have the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. That is what this guy looks like. I paid $30 for this. It's on sale on their website for $28. It is 12 shades, 4 matte, 8 shimmer. And again, big sized pans. And really beautiful formulas. I think I actually, looking at these again, I think I'm going to depot all the mattes from these palettes and put them in a magnetic palette like this one, and this one. This would be such a beautiful magnetic custom palette to make. I don't have to think about it, but this is a really nice palette as well. And last but not least, we have the Juvia's Place Magic palette. This is another big guy. This one I paid $35. Yeah, I paid $35 for this. It's on sale right now for $28.99. It has 16 shades, 6 matte, 10 shimmer and metallic shades. It has the big pans, and I gotta swatch. I love swatching these 2 shades. Every time I open this, I have to swatch these shades. So there's this blue that's a matte, which is such a sick, inky blue. It actually kind of matches my nails. It's got that purple undertone. It's so sick. And this one was very deceiving. It's like periwinkle, powder blue, lilac, all mixed into one, like a duochrome. I hope this camera picks this up, but it's one of the most beautiful. This is actually one of my top 3 shades in my entire collection. I love this shade. It's sick. It's blue, it's purple, it shifts. It's just intense and smooth and beautiful, and I love that. So this is one of my favorites from them because the shades are all very unique. Even the gold is not a true gold. It's like that greeny. It's got that green, yellowy gold to it, like a chartreuse. Very, very different. And that is the Magic palette. We have the editorial. We have the dark matte, and their newest little guy, the Golden Hour palette. So the first one is the editorial. I paid $80 for this guy at Sephora, and as you can see by the swatches, the quality undeniable in this palette. I know a lot of people sit there and say it's $80 for such a little palette, and it does seem like a lot of money. It does. But when you break down 12 shades at $80, it's not that expensive. It's comparable to Makeup Geek. And the quality is by far, out of all the shadows I own, nothing, hands down, nothing beats the quality of Viseart. It's just undeniable. They are the most creamy, most easily blendable mattes I have ever used. The other one that I got from them are the dark mattes. These are more in my wheelhouse for everyday use. I love these colors. Right now, I've been using the crap out of it for fall. You can't deny the consistency of these shades. and how they apply. There is no denying the quality. I don't know what they do that nobody else can duplicate this formula, but man, once you use these, everything else seems mediocre, if that makes sense. There are some out there that I love. I do love other brands, but to me, nothing comes close to, and not even Natasha Denona. I honestly think the Viseart is better quality than Natasha, and her shit is up there, but not like these. Now, this one is new, and it's called the Golden Hour. Package is really pretty. It reminds me a little bit of Becca's packaging with the soft touch grayish taupey color and the gold medal on top. This I bought at Ulta. It was $50. And I will say, this, if you want a really good neutral day to night, have fun, excellent quality, beautiful shades, beautiful pigmentation, this is so worth 50 bucks. You get 9. Now just think of the Manny Makeup Geek collab was 50 bucks as well. So it's the same price, same amount of shades, probably the same quantity in the pans. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. One circle, one square. I have to look at the measurements and on each box. But for the most part, the quality on these, this will be a staple. Okay, you can have this palette and use the shit out of this palette day, night, work, fun, all different reasons. It's just stunning, and it's worth every penny, and it's a great buy for $50. Next up, I have some palettes from Pur. This palette right here is the Soiree Diaries. It's a beautiful glossy marble package with the rose gold binding. I got this for free in my BoxyCharm, and I had never used a Pur eyeshadow before. So when I got it, I was a little excited to try it because it was new. I loved the packaging. The colors were great for anybody, any skin tone. This is just a great staple palette. I looked up the price. The price was only $35. It's 12 mattes. I mean 12 shades, 8 mattes, 4 shimmer. Beautiful for any occasion, bridal, youth, anybody that's young. This is just a great palette. So when I went and I swatched them, I was absolutely floored. I cannot believe how nice the quality is on these shadows. I had no idea that Pur was holding out on us. I missed the Pur train. I don't know. If you guys use Pur shadows, let me know. But they're beautiful. So I didn't try them on my eyes yet, so it's not fair to give it a full review like that. But I'm telling you, I could just tell by feeling these guys. It's a nice quality. And for the price, this is a really good staple for anybody that wants a good everyday palette. So let me know if you guys use Pur. I'm curious. Let me pick up this guy to have some brights. So if I had the naturals, and then I wanted this because it had such a fun little selection of colors. This is the Pur My Little Pony palette. I grabbed it at Ulta for $29. It has 16 shades in it, and it's a mix of mattes, shimmers, bolds. It's so cute. And that's what it looks like. It has a lot of fun colors in it, and it's very versatile. No, I mean, you need some other shades to create a look with it. Actually, no, you don't, because it has a flat white matte, and it told me this might be too dark of a transition for someone. It's actually not bad for me. But these colors, and after swatching the Soiree Diaries, when I got this, I was like, oh, damn. It's really nice. I mean, this red matte is not easy to make. And I was really impressed with it. So I'm going to try and do a few looks with this guy. I don't know, if I was watching this video, I'd be like, swatch the pink one. So I will swatch the pink one. It's a little chalky, but really, really good quality. So I'm excited to try this one out. I haven't tried it out yet. And I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you updated. Let me know if you have that and if you used it. And if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, tag me in a photo or something using it. I'd love to see it. I know a lot of people say that shit, Like a lot of influencers, like, oh, tag me in a photo so I could see you using it, and they never give a shit after that. A lot of them, I don't know, maybe some do, but for the most part, I don't think a lot of people give of these. I don't think a lot of these gurus actually give a shit if you use it and tag them and look if they even look at it. But I actually do. I actually really want to see like what you guys come up with. I like sharing ideas, and I like seeing different looks and getting ideas and feeding off each other. So when I say that, I'm not being a dick. I actually really want to see what you come up with. I'm just putting that out there. Don't feel bad tagging me in anything. I want to see. I'm a nosy bitch when it comes to stuff like that, especially makeup. I want to see it all. In fact, I told somebody on Twitter recently to pick something up that I liked at Makeup Geek. And she's like, oh, I bought it. I was like, I want to see it. And I feel like sometimes people are like, oh my God, this girl does not want to see my shit. But I actually do. So make sure if I tell you that and you don't mind, please tag me. I want to see. Alright, moving on. This is the Colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette. I only own, I think they only have one, but this is the only put together palette I have from them. I do have a pretty extensive collection of single pans from them. I probably use this palette more than anything else of the palettes that are already like pre-assembled. This one and Modern Renaissance, I always grab for them. So this palette is I paid $50 for it. It's actually still available on Beauty Bay for $60. It has 12 pans. They do limit you to 2 purchases per customer. Stupid why they do that. I will say if you can get this palette, you won't be disappointed. I promise. When I got this palette, I had no Colored Raine shadows. And this was my first purchase from them. And as soon as I got it, I literally fooled around, made a couple looks with it. And after I used it, I literally went to their website and I bought a whole shit ton of single pans. These are in my top 3. I would say Colored Raine is second to my Viseart as far as quality goes. So if you can get your hands on it and you like this palette, I highly, highly recommend it. The other thing I would say is I didn't get the Laura Lee palette because I swear to God, it reminds me of this, and I feel like I already have this.
Okay, guys.
Plus, I probably have every other shade of palette in my single pans. Why bother for 40 bucks? For $50, you get 2 more shades, and
I didn't want to leave
I don't care how good
this palette
people say the quality of her palette is. I guarantee you, this is better quality.
I had to include it, so I'm just doing a quick voiceover for you to let you know this is by far my favorite little on-the-go palette. I do use this the most out of all my palettes that I've owned. I've probably used this one the most. I used the palette so much that I hit pan on like 4 shades, and I purchased the second one. So that's the picture that you'll see is swatches from the brand new one. The reason I wanted to not exclude this is to let you know that if you didn't get it and you missed out on it because it was limited edition and it's been discontinued from Makeup Geek, they do have it back on their site right now as a damaged palette. It was originally $50. The damaged one is $35, but I've bought damaged products from them before at a very, very low price just to see how bad they were, if it was worth doing again. And I literally could not tell what was damaged. So I bought 4 bronzer pans, 4 highlights, and I literally cannot tell you what is wrong with any of them. So if you were interested and you missed out on it, I wanted to let you know. Go grab it. You probably won't even be able to tell if there's a defect in the shadow. They wouldn't be able to sell it to you. So I think it has something to do with the packaging. And if you're like me and you missed out on it, I wouldn't really care about the packaging. Just to have it, if you missed out on it, it's so worth it. And it's such a good quality palette. There are shades in there that are exclusive to him, so you cannot buy them from Makeup Geek. Especially my favorite one you'll see is this dark red, and it's called Mars. No, not Mars, Sora. Grab it if you're interested. I'm telling you, you'll thank me later. It's a great, great palette.
Up first, we have the Chrysalis palette, which I got so damn long ago. I paid $49, I believe, on Kat's website. I couldn't even find how much I paid for it because it's that long. It's no longer available. It was limited edition. I did find it on eBay new for $70 and up. It is 12 shades in the pink and purpley families, and it goes without being said, Kat Von D makes some beautiful ass eyeshadows. So if you missed out on this one, like I said, I did find it available on eBay. Just make sure that if you guys go on eBay, that they guarantee you that it's authentic, because there are so many fake palettes on eBay. It's insane. The Kat Von D Interstellar palette, also paid $50 for this guy on Kat's website. It's 12 shades. It's no longer available, but I did find this as well on eBay for 70 bucks and higher. Like I said, if you are interested, go make sure that it's authentic before you purchase it, because there's so many scammers on eBay. But this palette is a very nice, if you like cool tones, beautiful palette for sure. Very, very pretty. Kat doesn't do an eyeshadow bad. The Pastel Goth palette, which I love. I just love that she did this. I don't always like the gothy, vampy shades, and I always wanted her to make something bright and springy and fun and different, and man, she freaking nailed it with this guy. This was also limited edition. It was $50 at Sephora. That's where I got it. It has 8 matte shades, and it is available on eBay for 88 bucks if you're interested. These swatch absolutely gorgeous, and they're so much fun to work with. This color right here is so cool. It's not periwinkle. I don't even know what the hell this is. It's not periwinkle. It's not lavender. It's not lilac. It's not blue. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's one of the prettiest purpley lilac shades I've ever used. It's so nice. What I do when I use these, I will put a white creamy base. I use a NYX Milk. I'll show you. I use this, which is a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk. I'll put this guy all over my lid, and then with a flat shader brush, tap on any of these colors. This is very, very vibrant. So is this, and this one I don't use. I don't like it. And this is bright ass white. But these, I'll use a white base and then put this sucker on top, and I'll pat it nice and light over the white base. Oh my god, it is sick looking. So if you have this, try using a white base if it's something that you didn't care for when you first got it, because it took me a while to play with this and really get them to work to their full potential. But I love this palette. It's one of my favorite ones that she's done, actually, is the Metal Matte palette. I hope to God you guys grabbed this when it came out for 60 bucks. Let me tell you, boy, is this worth it. So this is, I know I've probably seen it already, but how it says matte, and then if you flip it over, it says metal, or vice versa. I don't know which side I'm showing you right now. Metal, I think. But anyway, I got this for 60 bucks at Sephora. It is limited edition. It has 9 metallic shades and 13 mattes. It is still available right now on eBay, new. It has a big mirror as well. I don't want to blind you guys, but it's available on eBay. I found it new and authentic for $105. So I'm hoping you guys grabbed it if you could. This guy here is sick. For that color to be in a palette in matte form and be this vibrant is rare. Trust me. It's a rare find for these bright, vivid mattes to be that creamy. So this is a beautiful palette. If you don't have it and you're interested, like I said, it's pretty expensive. It's $105 on eBay. Poshmark has it for $110. Hopefully, if you are interested, you can find it somewhere else more reasonable if you do some digging. But it's definitely worth the money. Next up, I have the Serpentina palette. It's this guy. I was so excited when I saw her come out with this. Kat, just like Urban Decay, can do no wrong with packaging as far as I'm concerned. Her packaging is stunning. I'm trying to hold this so you don't get killed with the mirror. So this one here has 8 shadows and 1 loose pigment. The loose pigment is not something I'm interested in. I don't really use it. It's very pretty, but I do have a sugar pill one that's the exact dupe for this, that if I need it, I'll use that one because it's open. It has 8 shadows, 1 loose pigment, 2 matte, 6 metallic. It was limited edition. I paid $45 for it. It's available for $80 at Mercari, and I saw it on Poshmark for $70. I don't use either one of those sites, so if they're shitty sites, let me know. I have never bought from them, so I don't know. I just tried to do a little bit of digging for you guys. And let me know if you shop from them at all. I'm curious what their deal is. I've never shopped on those sites. eBay I have, and Amazon, but not Mercari or that Poshmark. This palette on this gold background, sick. Okay, let's open it up. That's what the back looks like. She's incredible. I mean, she's such an artist. She really is. I mean, look at this thing. It's just gorgeous. 2 mirrors on the side. That's what the Saint and Sinner palette looks like. I paid $62. It is a limited edition, but it is still available if you're interested. Kat Von D's website had it available. I don't know. Yeah, Sephora, it's still available as well. It has 24 shades, and she broke them up into 12 sinner shades, and 12 saint shades. Say that 3 times fast. And it's absolutely beautiful. I would rate this palette a 10 out of 10. It's bulky, it's weird to travel, yes, but if you want a palette that has everything in it that you could possibly ever need, this is it. You can do a very minimal, natural look in here with these 3, and then you can get crazy. And then you have glitter, and these are straight up glitters up here. Guys, this palette is... Who doesn't like a good cathedral on a glitter background, right? So next up, we have the Jouer Springtime in Paris palette. I hate their packaging. It has this thing at the end that you can't open it so it doesn't fall out. So always open it from the wrong end. This is what it looks like. It's hard nudie pink plastic with metallic gold spots everywhere. This is what it looks like. This palette was limited edition, but it's still available. So I got mine on Jouer, but it's still available on Beautylish. It has 12 shades. It's 6 matte, 6 shimmer, and they limit you also 3 per customer. And it's still available on Beautylish and Jouer for $40. And I would say that if you really like this palette, yes, it's worth every penny. She makes very, very pretty eyeshadows. All packaging is pretty and it's sturdy. It will not break. Imagine it to travel, very friendly. Please don't judge me. This ColourPop Cute AF Yes Please palette is this guy right here. Before I open this, just know I've used the shit out of it. I've swatched it for videos. I've used it a lot. The pans are kind of small. I like to use ColourPop shadows with my fingers sometimes. So just don't judge. It's a mess. But this little guy, I'm telling you, when it comes available, and if you like these tones, buy it. Buy the shit out of this palette. Okay? This color is sick. I don't have this color in any palette. I don't think I could dupe this palette, actually. It's yellow, gold, orange, metallic, duochrome. I don't know what the fuck they made this out of, but it's like a cantaloupe color. I don't know, but it's the sickest, prettiest color. I love it. I hope this camera does it some justice because it's really, really cool. Very different. And the palette was $16. That's what I paid. It has 12 shades, 8 mattes, 4 shimmer. It's available now, and they're allowing a 2 palette limit per purchase. But it's a great palette. Keep in mind that the pan size is not the same size as their individual pressed pans, or like Makeup Geek or the standard size. These are a little smaller. I'd say like a Makeup Geek pan is the size of a quarter. These guys are like the size of a nickel. But I don't mind it. It's fine. I'm never going to use the whole damn thing anyway. But if you wanted it and you missed it, I suggest you grab it because awesome little palette. This is from a brand called Studio Makeup on the Go. This is their Cool Down palette. And I got this for free also in a BoxyCharm. I did look it up. They have their own website. It is studiomakeup.com. It's still available, and it is $39. It has 9 shades, 5 matte, 4 shimmer. And if you like cool tone plummy shades, this is your guy. The quality of their shadows is really beautiful. I'd say this is very comparable to Makeup Geek quality. And like I said, Manny's palette was 50 bucks. This one's 34, so you really can't go wrong with this. You want to check out their website. Like I said, it's studiomakeup.com. The packaging on this guy is very cool. I don't know if you can tell the 3D effect on the front. I did a video on this. I'll link it down below. I don't even have to link it. I only have like 5 or 6 videos at this point. It's easy to find. But I did do a video on these guys and whether they were worth it. And I kind of regret the video a little bit more now than I did then. When I first got it, when you saw this all over the... I'm going to open it so you're not just looking at the top and hearing me yap. But when I first got it, all over Instagram I saw this everywhere. And the way they film shit makes it look like the palettes are bigger than what they are. So when I got it in the mail, I ordered 2. I got this one and Smoky. And to get 2 of these palettes in the mail for 60 bucks... I was pissed. Like, it just felt like for $60, it would have been a nice, decent sized palette. And when I got it, I mean, that annoyed the crap out of me. It's the same size as the little Naked Basic palettes and the Too Faced Chocolate Chip palettes. They're tiny as hell. And I kind of got annoyed with the size for the price. But now that I've been playing with them more, I will say... for the amount, there are 11 shades. Their pan size is the same exact size that's in the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palettes. Same size as the longer pans that are in the Chocolate Bar palettes. So, with that being said, for 30 bucks, yeah, alright, it's worth it, and I'll tell you why. For these types of shades that are very difficult to make, they do a beautiful job, okay? This palette works beautifully. There's nothing wrong with it. Good quality. I mean, it just irritated me at how tiny the little thing was. I felt like I have this little travel size palette, I guess, for 30 bucks. But now you have NYX with the NYX in the Element palettes being sold for 30 bucks. I'm buying one of these over the NYX in the Element palettes, you know what I'm saying? So for $29, if you want a better quality, don't buy the NYX over this. But if you want a cheaper price for decent quality, the NYX and the Element palettes are on sale right now for $15. So I'd say go buy that because it's cheaper and it's worth it at $15. But the NYX compared to these for $30, no, it's not worth it. Just go with these. These are nice shadows. But even in my video, I never said they were a bad shadow. I just don't like this. I don't know what it is about the size. I don't like it. I just feel like you're getting ripped off for some reason. I don't know. I can't explain. Let me know down below what you think. Maybe I'm just being dramatic. Let me know what you think about these little guys. If you have them, what you think about the size. This Supernova palette is a I got this at Ulta for $16. It's still available at bhcosmetics.com for $15.99. It has 18 baked shimmer shades. And I will let you judge for yourself. I mean, damn. I did not expect this. When I swatched these, I was like, what? Why am I not buying these? If you want a really cool shimmer palette that's affordable, this palette's amazing. So it's $15.99 at BH.com and it's $16 at Ulta. It's available at Ulta right now. You'll see from the swatches how pretty they are. Yeah, I recommend this a lot. I was really pleasantly surprised with this guy. This is the BH Supernova. And then I have 2 other palettes from BH that I bought a while back that I didn't use for the longest time. And I don't know why. Because there's this foil. Well, I'll tell you why in a sec. Because one doesn't necessarily hold true for the other one. So this one is the 28 Foil Pro palette for $12.50. Here. I'm so shocked by the price of these palettes and the pigmentation and the smoothness of these shades. I have no idea why I'm not using this. And what the hell's wrong with me? Because they're freaking beautiful. If you want an affordable palette with a big variety, grab these. Check out this color. I just laugh because I spend so much money on such high-end makeup sometimes, and then you pull out a bad boy like this for 12 bucks with 28 shimmer shades that is bomb. So if you're looking into something affordable, go grab this. It's still available. And then the other one I got from them is the Smoky Eye palette for 28 shades. It's also $12.50. I got it. You can get it at BEH.com. And these are their Smoky collection. So there's some mattes, there's some shimmers. These are not something I gravitate towards at all, but these certainly are. And I mean, this is a matte. I mean, what the hell? Sometimes I'll look at something like this and it's just like, okay, this is $12 for this entire palette. And this is a matte neon corally color, which is hard to make. Why the hell are we spending $15, $20 on certain brands when a brand like this can do it for 12 bucks? So use your head when you're buying. Look into stuff more. Read reviews, because I'm guilty of it too. These blow Morphe away and they're half price. Put it that way. So if you're interested, like I said, BH.com has these guys. I will be hauling a bunch of shit from them because I want to try some of their other stuff and see what else they have that's good that I've been missing out on. First up, we will go with the Laura Lee collab. And when I was snapping some of these and doing the swatches for the pictures, I want to show you these three together, just see if you see what I see. But this is Laura Lee. This is the Holy Grail. And this is the Drenched Metals. I hope you can see all of these on camera. I hope. Alright. Anyway, they're great palettes, okay? The shades are beautiful. They're pigmented, they're smooth, they're worth every penny. They were only $45. There's 20 shades. High quality shades. This Violet Voss Laura Lee is limited edition. It's not available anymore at violetvoss.com, but Beauty Bay has it for $59, and I found it on Amazon for $100. It is not worth it. Do not pay $100 for that palette. Unless you're a diehard Laura fan and you're pissed that you missed it, then I understand. Trust me, I get it. The Violet Voss Drenched Metal, I paid $45. It's not available on Violet Voss's website. It is 20 metallics. It's available at that Macari site for $65. Amazon is selling it for $60. And the Holy Grail palette is not available any longer either. 20 shades, 8 matte, 12 shimmer. I found it available on Amazon for $46. And yes, I would pay $46 for that palette for sure. I'm starting to see that these are starting to mimic each other. Like this one here and this one here are the same. And in Laura's, I'm trying to see that, like, did Laura really create this shit, or did they have it already? Because this one in Laura's looks like this one, and this one. I mean, these two, this one and this one, are identical again, but they're two different names. So I want to get more of the Violet Voss palettes, and I think I'm gonna break. I said this on Snapchat yesterday when I was filming my snaps yesterday, showing you guys bits and pieces of these palettes. I noticed the Too Faced thing, and I thought that kind of aggravated. It's been aggravating me. But what I'll do is I'm going to definitely do the Too Faced video, because that I know for sure they're recycling. I found so many duplicates, you know, and if that video is liked by you guys and you want to see more like it, then I'll invest in some more Violet Voss shadows. Fuck, guys, I dropped my fucking camera, dropped and landed right in the purple eyeshadow. Shit. Okay, so as I was saying, Instagram made me buy that. My camera just fell and landed in the purple eyeshadow. So that sucks. Anyway, this was $45 pre-ordered on kgbeauty.com. I bought it. I thought I was going to be so excited when it came. It's 9 shadows, 2 matte, 7 foils. It's... oh, man, this palette pisses me off because I literally have every single one of these shades more than once. It has the dumbass cardboard material where the pans are set down. So there's this rim of cardboard around it and it's all stuck in there and I hate that. Is it cute? Yeah, I mean, but it's not worth it. Needless to say, now it's on sale on their website because it's, even though it's limited edition, of course they didn't sell out. So if you're interested, it's $35 now, and that's not such a bad price for 9 shades. And they are pretty. So if you like those colors, yeah, $35. The quality's not terrible. Fine, but it was stupid. I didn't need this palette. I just got hooked in to the gimmick of it all. And then next up we have these bad boys. These are the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. You all have seen this 9 million times. You can see how much I use it. I do, if I'm not filming something specific and I'm just going out with family and I'm going to do a makeup look, I'm grabbing this. This is what I grab. I either grab a Z palette filled with Makeup Geek or this. If you don't have this palette and you like makeup and you like warm tones, this should be your next purchase. This is the Modern Renaissance. It's $42 at Ulta, Sephora, and ABH's website. It's got 14 shades, 11 matte, 3 shimmer. This is the Subculture palette. This is 14 shades, 11 matte, 3 shimmer, $42, available at Sephora, Ulta, and ABH. Another one I had to buy because of the way it looked. This is the Japanesque Pixelated palette. This thing is pretty cool. I don't own anything like it, so I'm not mad at purchasing it. It has 4 basic colors. This actually reminds me of the NYX Cosmetics Minimalist palette, somewhat. You have a satin cream, a matte cream, a black, and a transition. And then you have these 4 pixelated colors that are toppers, or put on a black base. When you put a black base down and you put this color on top of it, it looks absolutely sick. Just try and picture this with a black base. The glitters in it are nice and fine. There is a little fallout, so you probably do your eyes first. I don't know if it's picking it up, but there are blue flecks, purple flecks, pink flecks, silver flecks. It looks like a damn galaxy on your eye. It is so pretty. And it's not really like a pressed glitter. It's an eyeshadow with glitter in it. So if you use a glitter glue, it's not going to feel thick or heavy on your eye. It's going to be a nice light wash over a black base. It looks insane. Then this guy is also very different. And it is a blue base with green and teal flecks. That's very beautiful too. I like their shadows. Their shadows are nice. I don't want to base my thoughts on this one just on this palette alone. I want to buy some more from this brand as well. I heard a lot of people talk about this brand, and I want to try more things. These are really nice staples to have. You can't pop these out. They're rounded and beveled out in the pan, and they'll break. They're very soft, so it has to stay in this bulky thing, which I don't really love, but they are beautiful shadows. Now, I paid $40 for this at Ulta. It's now on sale for $19. Beauty Bridge has it on sale for $38, and Japanesque I don't think has a website yet. I tried to find their website and I couldn't find anything. It says not available yet, no web yet. So you either have to buy, I guess, a Beauty Bridge or a place that carries it like Ulta. But like I said, it's on sale right now at Ulta for $19. I would say grab it. For 10 shades, for $19 of this quality, it is worth it if you're looking to buy something different. And the swatches are up on the screen so you can see the rest of the shades. So this next two are Jeffree Star's palettes. This is the Beauty Killer palette. This is the Androgyny palette. And I will say, these are some of my favorite eyeshadows that I own. They're beautiful. The finish on this shade here, Fetish, is a cranberry, but with an ever so slight satiny. It's not a satin or a shimmer, it's just got a little glow on it. And then this green. If you are interested, the Beauty Killer palette is, I paid $45. It is actually not available on his website. It's sold out at the moment, but it's coming back. And then Androgyny, I paid $45. It is available now at Morphe still for $45, so you can still get this one right now. It's in stock. I'm sure he'll be bringing these guys back. The next two are from Huda, and that is the Rose Gold Edition and the Desert Dusk palettes. So I paid $65 for this, which to me is stupid because I don't like it. I paid $65 for it at Sephora. It's available at Sephora still for $65 and Huda's website for $65. It's 18 shades, 6 metallics, 2 pressed pearls, 10 matte. It has a 4.75 stars on Sephora's website. I will say some of the mattes are very beautiful. Really nice, okay? Can't take that away from this. Some of them are very, very pretty. I would say these mattes are comparable to the original Modern Renaissance formula of their mattes. Okay, with that being said, that was just 3 mattes, and I always judge a good palette by their black. I don't know what it is with me, but I feel like if they have a decent black, the palette, it'll be pretty decent. But that's their black. It's not terrible. Not any... Put it this way, Makeup Geek's Corrupt blows that away. Urban Decay's Perversion, Blackout, they have a couple blacks in different palettes. Urban Decay has blacks that are called Perversion, Blackout. It's the same damn shade. Not anywhere near the quality of Makeup Geek or Urban Decay's black. Now, these are more like a pressed glitter, and it's hard to describe. It's not a I don't know what the fuck this is. This is not... It's not a pressed glitter. It's not a true foil. The only way I can describe this, and this, and this. This is a true, this is a true satiny, shimmery foil, right? Beautiful. Very pretty, okay? Easy to make. I'm not that impressed. Colors of blah. Champagne gold. Easy to make. Should not be expensive. No reason a palette should be expensive for the sake of having a shade like that in it. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, Lime Crime came out with these foils that activate with water, and 2 months later everybody was bitching that there was mold in them. I'm one of those assholes that went and bought all of them because I had to have them. Luckily, I did not get mold in mine, and my beauty room is in my basement, so that's saying a lot. But they still suck. I mean, without the mold, they're not good. So if you add water to them, they kind of break up and they're thick. Watch. If I just touch this, there's like chunks everywhere. It's like thick and messy, and it just, and that's with a finger. Now, when you do it with a brush, let me grab one. I want to show you guys this because I don't want you to get suckered into this shit from these brands. It aggravates me. Yeah, it's just an angled brush. Doesn't matter. I don't use it for anything important. But when you pull it with a brush gently, see this? It's a goddamn mess. And I'm not pressing hard. I'm literally just moving it very gently. Now you got all this crap on there, right? And yeah, you can wet it with Fix Plus and all that, but watch this. It's like chunks everywhere. It's just, now you gotta blend all that shit out, and by the time you do that, it's falling all over your face. It's making a mess. It's going into your crease. I hate this fucking palette. And this one, if you can see, I literally just touched it. And it's... Alright, here. This will help too. Maybe you can see better. If you just stick your finger in it and press it, you can see how it lifts from the pan in pieces. Do you see that? All these little chunks. And you see how it's thick and creamy? It's like... It's almost... You know what I would compare this to? It's exactly like those lime crime foils that activate with water. And it is also the same exact texture as this. Watch. I have it. Okay. There you go. Everything that everybody complained about Eclipse is that. And that, and that, and that. Ready? Ugh. It is this, they call it hard pan, okay? It's like this thick, chunky, now watch, you can't, I don't want to fuck up my palette, but see how thick that is? It's almost like cream, and it's just awful. And that's what those are. These shadows are that. So I don't know how to describe it the best way, but I think you get the point of what I'm saying. I do not like this palette. I will not recommend it at all. Try and press this sucker back in so it doesn't get all over anything. It's just gross, man. I don't find any hype on this palette whatsoever. I don't know why people like this shit. To me, it's just a big mess. And the packaging is this flimsy shit with a clear, nothing to it. This will damage in travel. And then the other one is the Desert Dusk palette, which I did not see good reviews on. But I will say I'm glad she updated this. This packaging is so much nicer. It's very beautiful. The girl on the front is beautiful. Her eyes are beautiful. It's thicker and sturdier. And it has a mirror. It has this insert, which I thought was really freaking pretty. I've heard influencers that are coming out with their own brands talking about how expensive these things are. So she obviously put a little more money into this thing than the others have done. So that's cool. And I have to say, this palette is a little bit better. With that being said, here's your mattes. They're really nice. Same quality as the other palette. No different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mattes, right? And here it's 18 shades, 8 mattes. 6 are pressed pearl. So that's what they're calling those chunky shits. Pressed pearl. Don't like them. And so 8 mattes, 6 pressed pearl, 3 duochrome, and 1 pure glitter. So that's a duochrome, that's a duochrome, and that is a duochrome. These are your shimmers. That is your pressed mess of a glitter. So you're in the same zone again. You're paying $68 for 8 really good mattes and a bunch of weird shades. It's not worth it. It just, I don't know. I'm so torn with this. This I'll never use. It's like a pile of loose glitter in the middle of your pan, in the middle of your palette. And I'm not going to do, I hate when people swatch pressed glitters and go like this, because that's not how you apply it. You're not going to do that, and you're going to see all these spaces in between. It's not fair to show someone a glitter and not put it on the way you would put it on your eye. So I like to pat it, and as I would if it were going on top of a nice glue base, okay? It's pink, orange, magenta, gold. It's okay. I mean, the colors are okay, but it's such a thick, chunky glitter that, considering what I have in my collection, I will never touch this. And what I don't like about it being in the palette is that if you do touch it, you get glitter in all your other damn shadows. So I actually may even depot that and get it out of there completely, just so I don't touch it by accident. Because I do even have glitters in some of these mattes now, and it just happens to fall everywhere. And I ain't having that. It pisses me off. So, I mean, is it a pretty palette? Yes. Are some of the shadows in it nice? Yeah, man. Some of them are really beautiful. This one is gorgeous. But I have 3 Makeup Geek shadows that compare to that. I have other brands. This one is patchy as hell and thick, and I don't know, man. The mattes are nice, and I would buy, if she came out with a matte palette, I would buy it. Let's put it that way. I don't need this palette for these shimmer shades. I have them in other palettes. This one sucks. These things that she calls pressed pearl, or what I told you are like the lime crime, they suck. So why pay all that money for a few good mattes? I would definitely purchase her mattes, though. They're very pretty, and I would say that they are exactly the same as the Modern Renaissance mattes. This is the last of my palettes that are not custom. So yes, I have Z palettes and stuff, but out of all my palettes, this is the last one, and it's the last one I've purchased. And this is the Natasha Denona Leela palette. I paid $129 for it, available still at Sephora. Beautylish has it for $129. It's the same price there. It has 15 shades, 4 matte, 11 metallic, and shimmer. You guys, I have a video that I did duping this palette with Makeup Geek. It's the last video I have done. And this is what she looks like. I have some thoughts on this too. She has the most beautiful mattes I've ever used. They are right up there next to my Viseart, but I still think the Viseart are a teensy bit better. With that being said, I only used 4 mattes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. They're the only 4 I've ever used from her. This is the first palette I have of hers. So it wouldn't be fair to say, oh yeah, hers are better than Viseart, because I have more Viseart to compare it to. When you get into the redder shades, they're harder to make. The purple shades are harder to make. So I like to judge it based on other shades, the hard shades per se, of a brand. That's why I said before I like to look at the palette's black shade, and if it's good, there's a usually good telltale sign that the palette's going to be good. But with that being said, these mattes are right up there next to Viseart. They are so pretty, and these shits literally blend themselves. This is from Adept. I'm not doing a review on this, obviously, so I don't have all my facts on this guy yet. But it is cheaper than a normal Z palette. It's hard as a rock. It's dual-sided. Very travel-friendly. Okay, so these are my colored Raine pans, and these are my Ofra pans. Here up is colored Raine. From here down is Ofra. Just to give you an idea, the Ofra are $12 to $15 each. Do not buy these. They're nice, but they ain't that nice. Mug is better. Makeup Geek is better. And the price is insane. Like, I don't get that. They have some nerve charging $12 to $15 a goddamn pan for the quality that they are. So if you're interested in Ofra pans, no, don't bother wasting your money. They're not that great anyway. Colored Raine, on the other hand, are $6.99. And they're on sale right now for $5.24. And if you're looking to do this, go, run, stock up. These are one of my favorite brand shadows. Beautiful shadows, okay? Run. These and Makeup Geek are my ride or die single pressed pans. Hands down. Look at this color. I love this color. They have such interesting colors, colored Raine too. They're not your run-of-the-mill, like your standard colors. And that's another thing I really like about them. Like everything I have from colored Raine, I cannot dupe with my Makeup Geek except that one. And I didn't realize, actually no, not even that one, because the Makeup Geek one has a little gold shimmer in theirs. This one is straight up teal or aqua blue, I would say. This is called Malibu. Beautiful. This one's beautiful too. I get very excited about my colored Raine because you don't hear anybody talking about them, and I have no idea why, because they're incredible. Alright, moving on. With that being said, I have these from NYX. This came with it when I bought it at the time for free, this little palette thing. I just picked up some matte bright shades. I wanted to try them out considering the price. So these were $2.80 to up to $4 a pan. They have 88 shades, and they're not bad, guys. These, if you're looking for an affordable palette that you want to create your own, NYX is not bad. Don't count them out. They're pretty decent. I don't like the yellow. It's a little chalky. And you've seen a lot of my collection now, so you know that there's better yellows. But who's going to buy that shade anyway? Not many people are going right for that shade. Their other shades are fine. This one here reminds me of a beautiful Cinderella blue. Very pretty. It's a little powdery. Tap off your brush, and it's fine. It's a really pretty little soft powder blue matte with little silver, very finely milled silver specks. Really nice. You got this pan to go with it, and they're, like I said, they're from $2.80 to $4, and they have 88 shades to choose from. So this was just something I wanted to try to check out and see if they were any good, and they were. Mug, Makeup Geek. There are a lot. So that's one. Now, I'm in the middle of duping some from my dupe videos. I'm in the middle of it. So this is a Makeup Geek palette. I started this one. These are 2 makeup shades. This is a Beauty Killer palette from Jeffree Star. The first 2 shades I was able to dupe easy, and I put them in here. So some of these are broken up. This is also Makeup Geek. If you notice, this is what was left over from my dupe video of the Subculture palette. I just left them in there and went on to the next video. So there's that. I've purchased this from eBay for $4. It's absolutely fine. Nice hard magnet. And like I said, this is a leftover from the Subculture dupe video. These are all Makeup Geek. This is also on eBay. I call them all Z palettes for some reason, but it's not Z palettes. eBay one. This is their extra large size. This is all Makeup Geek. And then we have these Makeup Geek. I'm actually duping. Oh, this is the Androgyny palette. I'm in the middle of trying to dupe that, but these are still Makeup Geek. These are Makeup Geek. Let me get these out of the way. And another extra large knockoff palette. This is Makeup Geek. See, this is corrupt. You want a black, even if you just order corrupt from Makeup Geek to have a good, you want a really good, incredible black. Corrupt is the bomb. This is the more Makeup Geek. This is actually the dupe for the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. No. The Desert Dusk. I'm in the middle of duping that. Then I have a Morphe Pressed Pigment custom palette that I made. Now, when I started before with the Morphe, and I told you I'd get more into it later, I recommend these 1000%. I know they're Morphe. That damn one shade that broke is everywhere. Anyway, these are nice large pans. They're $5.99. I think they're $5.99. Oh, the Makeup Geek pans run from $6 for the matte and satin. The foils are $10, and the duochromes are $6. So they're a very good price and worth every penny. I grab them more than any other brand of single pans I have. And Colored Raine, like I told you, is on sale for $5.25. And then the MAC ones from the Hard Blue palette. The MAC shades are $6. Here's another MAC palette I have that I made a long time ago. I actually had to pop a couple out of this for the Jeffree Star palette dupe that I found some in here. I can't believe I broke all these shadows. Oh, I got lucky, actually. I dropped my whole box down the damn stairs, and I got lucky and only broke a few, so I shouldn't complain. I don't recommend MAC at all. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's their formula changed or what, but I don't know, man. These are old MAC, right? And check these out. Some of the newer ones that I've purchased. Hang on. Was it this one? Deep Damson. Deep Damson, not Sketch. That's one of my old one. It was this. I repurchased this. See that? The Morphe Pressed Pigments. Back to that. So they're $6 each. They don't come like this. I depotted them all. That's why this one's a little screwed up. They are a little soft. So if you don't buy a lot, don't even bother depotting them. Because I kind of messed up a few when I did that. But I bought a lot, as you can see. So I wanted them in one thing instead of a little... Like, it came in its own little individual eyeshadow packaging, and it's kind of chunky, so I didn't want all these little separate you know, laying around. So I depotted them all and I put them in this. For $6, for the size of it, they have 151 shades. These are phenomenal. I love them. I'm very pleased with them and what they look like and their performance and the quality. So yeah, these are a big time go for me. I use these a lot. This shade right here, I use all the time. It's that perfect, if you're familiar with Makeup Geek's Shimma Shimma, that's your boy on steroids. It's Shimma Shimma with a bit of a kick. Beautiful inner corner. It's really, really pretty. I hope the camera picked it up. And a lot of these shades are really kind of unique as well. They're not like your routine colors that you see in all these other pans. Look at the, I mean, you can't deny that pigment. I don't care if it's Morphe or not. It's beautiful. I highly recommend these. Grab them if you're interested for sure. I mean, just, I love these. This steel gray is sickening. It's got like a gold tone to it. It's so weird, but it's so pretty. That one is called Celebrity Affair. It's really, really pretty. So yeah, I depotted them. I literally write the name on Sharpie underneath, and I put them in there. And these are Anastasia Beverly Hills single pans. Now here's my thing with these. These are some of the most beautiful mattes and shadows, altogether beautiful shadows I've ever used. Really, really pretty. But they're expensive. I think that you can get them for $40. It's $10 each. And then they give you this little hard plastic quad to pop them in at Ulta. So they have that special. But on Anastasia and Sephora, the pans are $12 each. They're beautiful. And I would buy, like what I did was I bought shades that I would really wanted good quality singles in my, you know, everyday shades. I mean, they're beautiful. And I only bought those. I'm not going to collect these because I just think it's too much money to buy that. I already have dupes in other brands and so many other palettes. So I bought some of my favorite shades to have because of the quality, but I just don't think it's worth it, and I stopped collecting her singles just because Colored Raine is comparable. Makeup Geek, they are a little better than Makeup Geek, but for it's not worth it for $6 more, $8 more. You figure a Makeup Geek is $6, and these are $12 to $14. So, I mean, for even I can get two for the price of one at Makeup Geek, and the quality isn't that amazing. Where it's, you know, would skimp on that. And then the next one I have is ColourPop, and these are $4 each. Also, bomb. My hand's a little wet from cleaning off those swatches, but don't count these guys out for $4. They're beautiful. Paper Tiger is one of the prettiest pukey yellows. My hands are wet. I'm going to mess these up, but yeah, I mean, for $4, ColourPop is right up in there with the rest of them. And this is my ColourPop collection. So I want to grow this collection for sure because I'm actually very pleased with what I purchased from them so far. Okay, and last but not least, this little custom palette here is the Urban Decay Moondust single eyeshadows that come, and I depotted them from these components and put them in a little mini Z palette. And these guys are really cute, really pretty as toppers. They almost feel a little wet or over a base, but they're straight up fun glitter. I don't know if you could see it. You want to use these with a base, but if you want to give your shit a kick, these guys are beautiful. And that is the last palette. But that completes this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you stuck around all this time. I know it could be a little long drawn out. Hopefully when I go look to edit it, it's not too bad, and we can get it out in one video, but I don't know. So I hope you liked it. Leave a comment down below saying, you know, if you think I should change anything around, or if there's something you didn't like, or any requests. Like I said, don't feel like you're bothering me if you ask me to swatch something. I actually really enjoy doing that with you guys. So that completes this video. I think what I'm going to do, let me know below what you want next. So there's highlights. The highlight is the mini palette. Maybe you switch up from the mini palettes and do that at a different time so you're not inundated with eyeshadow. I have, you know, my blush, my bronzers, my contour, all that stuff. If you want, let me know what you want to see next out of this collection. Foundations, concealers, you know, that kind of stuff. And I look forward to hearing if you like the video or not. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.